Hi guys, welcome back to Pitch Intel. And on today's episode, I'll be giving you some pre-match analysis of the two toughest games this weekend, which is Manchester City versus Arsenal, and also Manchester United versus Chelsea. So in the order it goes is Manchester United versus Chelsea because Manchester United are actually playing at home, and Arsenal versus Manchester City because Arsenal are playing at home. So firstly, I'll go with Arsenal versus Manchester City. So that's going to be a tough one. I see it as a revenge mission for Manchester City because of the humiliation they faced against Arsenal last season. They were trashed 5-1. Haaland being the only one that got the consolation goal for the citizens. But this game is going to be a different ball game entirely because looks as though Manchester United are trying to, get their form back. That their players are coming back in phases. Rodri is trying to, get back into the game. He's been getting minutes upon minutes and trying to, give us that Ballon d'Or performance that he gave to us in 2023. So for this game, where is the battle going to be won? Is it in the attack? Is it in the midfield? Or is it in the defense? So for me, I believe it's going to be a midfield war, and that's where the battle needs to be won. Okay, both managers will try as much as possible to give us some sort of lineup in the central area that we've not seen before. For instance, Arsenal might not play Odegaard, saying that he's not really fit. So if Odegaard doesn't come into the play, who's going to replace him? We all know that the Merino midfield, Merino Rice and Zubimendi midfield has not like worked, even though they use it to win Athletic Bilbao. But it's not the best of the best, as we all know how Arsenal likes to play. Okay, and looking at the Manchester City side as well, they might want to start Rodri. In fact, I know it's going to be Rodri playing at number 6, and Reinders and Foden playing in front. Reinders the number 8 box to box player, and Foden trying to detect the player as a number 10 guy. Okay, so here is where the twist is going to happen. Arteta might decide to do two things, right? He might decide to the midfield trio. The midfield trio is going to depend on who is going to play at left back. Is it Lewis Kelly or Calafiori? Because if Lewis Kelly is actually going to start at left back, we all know he's a natural midfielder and he likes to drift into the central area to create that overload in the middle pack, right? So if that's what's going to happen, then he can decide to play Eze at number 10, right? Because we all know that Eze might not be, that good in leading the press the way Odegaard used to lead the press, or maybe if Rice is playing at the number 8 position, the way he would lead the press, or maybe likewise Marino as well. Okay, being that he's new in the team, he has never played number 10 position before for Arsenal. The last two games he played, he started off on the flank. So if he's playing at the number 10 position, it means Lewis Kelly might need to come into the flanks so that he can drift into the midfield, support Zubimendi. So even if Eze cannot give us the physicality that we require in the middle of the park, we would be able to, play a pivot to block off any transition that will be coming in from the Manchester City perspective. And then if that doesn't work, Calafiori would need to play in the left back position. And Calafiori doesn't drift into the midfield that much. What he does is giving those overlapping runs in the left hand channel. Thereby, he would then give the opportunity to create, that triangle between whosoever will be playing at the left side at number 8, maybe right in this case. So they'll be able to have like a triangle position whereby they can play a quick 1-2 and Calafiori is gone. So what needs to happen is that if Eze starts on the flanks, he needs to try as much as possible to involve Calafiori no more, because Calafiori is a game changer, but Arsenal actually yet to realize how good of a player he is. He's been making those runs. Most times he makes the runs and he's not being seen. Okay, so he needs to be fed properly when he's making those runs. Same thing with Gyökeres. He's also going to need food. So Haaland. Haaland is in top form. He's in the form of his life, right? He's just banged his 50th goal in the Champions League. and he's now in the top 10 highest goal scorers in the Champions League, and he's played lesser games as well. So Manchester City have gained momentum. I don't know who advised Pep Guardiola to bring Kusanov to the right um, um, back position, and that has really worked. I mean, since Kusanov came to the right back position, there's this stability that they've been able to get now. So it's all about John Stone and the Ruben Diaz pairing, if that's going to work, or if I'm not sure it's going to be Ruben Diaz, maybe Vadio. I don't know if he's going to experiment O'Reilly at left back, because if he experiments O'Reilly at left back, trust me, Madueke is going to have a swell day. He's going to have a very, very delicious meal to eat, because I'm not sure Riley will be able to keep up with the directness of Madueke. So all these are things that we will need to look out for in the game. I mean, it's a game whereby the both managers are really, really technically sound. They've got, I mean, we all know Arteta to overthink in big games. So he's going to do the unthinkable and bring a lot of mix into the play. But me, I personally see the game ending 2-0. Basically because Arsenal has got a very robust defense, solid defense. And I do not see them conceding to this Manchester City side. Because I've watched the video where Arsenal trashed them 5-1. And I can see that Arsenal were really on the front foot. The press was a difference maker, right? The press was second to none. It was really, really, really good. So if they can press them that way and force them to make those errors that they made in the previous game, then the game might end up being a riot victory as well. But we never can tell. So let's just keep an eye out on that one. And nothing worthy of note would be Pep Guardiola trying to play Bernardo Silva on the right wing. It might it might give the team a lot of options, going forward. But tracking back and assisting defensively, I do not see Bernardo Silva still having the legs to go by that tempo for 90 minutes. I do not see that happening at all. So in this game, Arsenal are highly really advantage. One, they are home. Two, they are much more balanced team. The players that Arsenal bought have been able to settle into the team really quickly. Zubimendi just bagged a brace last weekend, so he's one player that we've really underrated in this transfer window, because he's not a stylish player, but trust me, he does the job. He takes his tempo and keeps the clean sheets as much as possible. I mean, Arsenal has only considered one goal so far this season, which was a wonderful free kick from Szoboszlai against Liverpool. So let's see how it's going to pan out on Sunday. So I mean, that's all from me so far on the pre-match analysis. I just give you my own honest opinion. You can drop your own opinion in the comments, and let's have a honest discussion. Thank you very much, and I'll see you after each of the games. Bye.